Hey guys, Mark Farashi, ProTech Dog Training, and Buddy, Asi, Couchet, Asi, Dabu. Yes, good. Getting his change of positions down pretty well now. So we want to kind of keep working on that heeling. I haven't worked him since the last time I did that first weave that we were showing you, the weave. So we're going to do a little bit more today and see how he's picking up on it. And then we'll see if we can take you to the next phase of that. But first we've got to convey the thought of what we want and get the behavior set using luring. And then we'll go to a ball or some kind of play toy. And you'll see when Joker does his, you'll see how his behavior's set in. And Joker comes in and goes high because he's thinking that ball is going to be released right there on one of those turns. Which one is it? He doesn't know. And then he gets better and better at it as time goes along. So I'll bring in the toy with him as we go. What toy's going to do for you is, again, different drive states, right? The toy is always going to make things a lot faster, a lot more motivational type of drive that's going to help you as far as how good the dog's flowing with things, right? That's why we bring in toys. That's why I bring in toys. But then your accuracy and perfection kind of dwindles because now his drive state's in a different place, and that causes other problems, right? So we've always got to be, again, aware and cognizant of drive state. That's it. All right. OPA. Good. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and take the collar off, the leash off him, because I don't want to get tripped and fall on my face. I'm going to get this out of the way. Off. Good. And then we'll get this out of the way, and I think we're just going to go ahead and just see how he does. We're just experimenting here. See how he picks up on the last time he did it. Well, might as well leave him there. Let's see. Buddy, get him in brain in tune with luring. Yes, good. That's my boy. Easy. Yep. Place. Yes, good. There you go. Easy. Buddy's an alligator. Every dog's a little different. He really just dives in and wants to tear your hand up, which can be a problem. So I just accept it and I tell him easy, and then I start giving some corrections for easy. Good. No. Easy. Good. Because of the fact that he does have a tendency to be a little bit too rough. Easy. Easy. Good. Yep. Good boy. Good. All right. So now we kind of got his head into the food game and the luring. We're going to do a little bit more because I want to get the dog's head into following lure. So we're going to use the other stuff that we've already got inset. Buddy, OPA, good, which is this one right here. This is where it all started from, right? Where the dog starts to learn to do that. And you see that head high. This is where you can make your decisions based on where you wanted the dog. Some people like this Gestapo type of a heeling. I don't. If a dog gives it to me and when they're young and I see it, I'll capture it with a click treat or some kind of clicker. And I'll capture behavior. As an example of capturing behavior, it's kind of this cool thing about the clicker. Couchet. I used to have a dog who was a mixed dog when I first was going to get back into my training, and he was a lab pit mix. And I started teaching him bang, you're dead. It's a three-part trick. You've got to teach each one separately from the other and then pull it all together. So I put him on his end of the trick, and I had him downing and then rolling over on his back, and he just did something naturally. He just kind of stuck his paw out and did a nice little stretch. Right when I saw it, I clicked and I timed it perfectly, and I captured that. So from then on, that trick, the dog looked really cool because I would say, bang, you're dead, and the dog would roll over, and he would just, and he would stretch because he knew that the end of the trick required that stretch. And it's all because I captured it right with that click. So when you capture behavior like that, it's a very advantageous thing if you can get some pretty cool things that you can use it for. So, buddy, OPA, good. All right, so we're going to get him started. And the way I start it is the same way I did before, which is just step out. The lure goes here, and you start him on it, and then you start trying to step, right? And again, Buddy wants to go to the ground. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and stick the stem collar on him. And it's going to be on somewhat low, a little bit uncomfortable. But remember, we don't just stick this on him without any preliminary. This dog has already been taught and understands the communication coming from this, which is a signal, right? So that means that I can use the tool, and I've told you about this before, that the stem collar, as far as I'm concerned, is a very three-dimensional chess tool. And if used properly, in the right way, you have a tremendous amount of things that you can use it for. Let me make sure this is on. And right now, I guess Petco or PetSmart, one of them is starting to come out with a negative advertisement push towards stem collars. And they're calling it a shock collar, of course. They're going to go towards the negative. They're being all negative about it. And since they're a large corporation, a large company, there's a lot of trainers that are aware of it and they right away are speaking out against it because, again, remember what I told you. There's nothing wrong with this tool. It's always the operator. It's your education, your understanding that is required for you to be able to maximize the potential of a tool like this and your understanding of that. If you only want to use it in a one-dimensional way because you're frustrated because the dog's getting in the trash or jumping over the fences or whatever, and you only want to use it in a punishment fashion, the bigger stick, right? Then you're incorrect, okay? You're not being fair to the animal and proper, and you're not maximizing a tool that's very expensive. Now, you can get cheap ones from the pet store that aren't worth a hoot, or you can get one that are more professional standards that cost upwards of $200 and more that have a 0 to 100, 125, depending on the tool, OPA. But we set them on low and we teach the dog to turn it off for commands that he already knows. And we basically communicate to the dog in such a way that this becomes a signal. And we want to make sure that that's set so he understands it. We can use it for punishment, but later, after he's been conditioned to the tool in the proper way, and then your knowledge with dog psychology and how to condition an animal with all the other things I'm teaching you with this click treats and operant conditioning, classical conditioning, and actually understanding how to condition this animal is important. That's why we don't bring a stem collar in until he's way more advanced and he already knows these things, right? And then we do what's called a three-way turnoff. That's a whole nother lesson. I've got a whole bunch of videos I did on this subject. I won't get into it now, but I'm going to go ahead and put this on about probably a 12, which is a little bit of discomfort, just enough to get him. And he usually works at about a 9 with this, but he has a very high pain threshold. This is the Dutch Shepherd for you. They just have that. It's more of a high pain threshold, whereas if I take it and put it on Joker, very sensitive to it. I can put it on a 4 or 5 and just barely tap it. He right away is right in keen with it because he doesn't, it's just a lot more to him. He respects it a lot more. I don't have to go up to high levels. You just don't have to. Unless you're dealing with drive states like in protection where the dog's wanting to go after the sleeve, we're trying to teach him an out, or we're trying to reaffirm some things and use it as a tool, then we might use it as a punishment or a hot and cold type of thing. If I touch this, boom, it hurts, and I learn real quick not to touch this, okay? We use that on, well, that's why I call some of these the trash breakers. There's got some that only go 1 through 7 that are the old style type of collars that we use for punishment, and I don't like that myself. I like to condition the tool properly, make sure that I'm maximizing the potential of the tool and the dog understands it very well, and I don't use it for punishment hardly at all. OPA, good. All right, so I got him in a tone here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing this. I went to a 12, so that's about right. And then I've got to try to set it up where my timing goes when his nose hits the ground because he's looking for that food. I'm going to tap it. Now I've got my hand busy, right? So now I don't have my 2 hands. So it becomes a problem when you work with these tools. So I have to work out the mechanics of it. Good boy, good. 1 foot up, 1 foot back. Start my luring. Good. And then try, there we go. Good. Nope. Let's make sure we're in the camera. Come here. Oh, yeah. Good. 1 foot out. Yeah, good boy. Good. Yes, good. Now this is a spot that I will start. No. Good. Here. Good. Since I didn't have my stem collar, I went ahead and did it a different way. Look at the ground. He knows. All I've got to do is be consistent, and consistency is your fairness with what I expect. The rules, which means your nose does not go to the ground. I'll correct him every time for it until he learns not to do it. Nope, come on. Come on, boy. Good. Oh, good boy. Yeah, good boy. Good. All right, bring drive up. Good boy. Good. Nope, come on. Yeah, good boy. Good. Yay. Keep my voice tone and my help going with my body language. Nope. Good boy. Good. All right. Okay, so we're going to keep working this out. I don't think I'm going to get to that second one, but it's toys, and I'll bringing those in soon enough. Good. Nope, come on. Good, good, yep. Notice the marker. Good, good. What does good mean? Duration, keep it up. You're doing the right thing, keep it up, right? And we use it in the right spots, they learn real quick. Learning to learn, right? That's how you can get a dog doing all kinds of things if you develop him properly. Good boy, good, good. Here you go, good. Yes, good boy, good. All right, good boy, good. All right, so now I want to kind of get starting and stopping going. So we go to here. Ah, good boy, good. There you go, yes, good. And notice I'm almost giving him his reward every time right here, okay? So if I do that, after a while he'll start expecting it here. So what I like to do with this one is I catch little spots that I can start conveying other thoughts to the dog. And in this regards, it would be an intermittent variable reward, because that's what I want to do with this. I want to get him going longer and longer on it. The best way to do that is start showing him variable reward. Nope. Good. You didn't see that, but his brain wanted to go to that food. Yep, come on. But I've already corrected him a couple times by pinching him towards his flank, and he knows I'm going to correct him. Yep, come on. Good boy. Good, good. Yeah, yes, good. Now, I didn't give it to him on that one that I was giving it. I was giving it here every time. That time I went to the next side. Then I'll start going here, and then I'll skip, go to there again, and start bringing in a variable reward, which makes the dog want to do it longer and have more longevity in the behavior, right? Look up variable reward and study it a little bit. And when you find the opportunity to start using it in some training that you can convey the full concept of what variable reward is all about to the dog, nope, good. You don't see it, but he keeps looking at a piece of food. And he's not going down to the ground because I've already corrected him a couple of times on it, which is great. Good boy, good. All right, buddy, come on. Here you go, one more time. Good. Now, powers of 2s and 3s. OPA, we use this stuff that he already knows how to do to bring up drive. Good. And to get him away from it. Otherwise, they get bored, and then we'll come back to it. Yay. Yeah, good boy, good. Yes, good. So I gave it to him over here almost every time. Then I started going to here on this side, and then I'm going to start spacing it out and mixing it up where that variable reward comes in so that we start increasing longevity in the behavior. That's pretty much it for now. Mark Farashi, Protect Dog Training, Couché. And remember, the tool, the pinch collar, the stem collar, only as good as the person that's using it, okay? And if you use it as a bigger stick and you're using only for punishment and correction, you're being somewhat abusive, okay? Realize that this tool can be used in a lot of different ways, and I like to use it, and most trainers do, low stimulation levels, and teaching the dog to turn off that low stimulation level. That's how we start the whole concept of stem collars. I'll go over it one of these times, but I do have a whole bunch of videos on that I did with Rocky. When I had Rocky with me, we went through the whole subject of stem collars. So, Mark Farashi, Protect Dog Training. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.